Volbeat is the big ticket item that we're giving away before those tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Of course, Volbeat announced that they are going to take part of the greatest of all tours worldwide featuring Hailstorm and the Ghost Inside. That is happening on a Saturday at Talking Stick Amphitheater up in Phoenix. So if you want tickets for that show, well, then I want to play a game. But not just any game. It's real quick. Its survey says... this is how we're going to do this. For tickets for Volbeat, okay, it came across a recent survey. Parents spend 67 hours a year doing this. What is this? 600 KFMA, 605-362. First person who can correctly guess this survey question will get tickets for Volbeat, Hailstorm, and the Ghost Inside. So parents spend 67 hours a year doing this. Then what is this? If you know the answer, then you got those tickets. 600 KFMA, 605-362. Somewhat tricky, right? Are you kind of racking your brain there, Rico?
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And not that easy. Do you feel like you know the answer about that?
I think I might have a good idea.
Okay. Well, we'll see where we're at as far as callers are concerned. For these Volbeat tickets, could throw out any random guess. I know we have a little bit of a delay, so we'll just kill some time here.
There you go.
Yeah. And I think maybe... within 3 calls, we'll get the answer.
You think?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think there's a lot of parents out there like, yeah, I do this 67 hours a year. So 600 KFMA, 605-362.
We got some smart listeners, too. Well, at least they're smarter than me.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm not getting any callers, so maybe we don't have any listeners. Here we go. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
This is Adrian.
Adrian?
The Adrian, yes.
Yeah, I said Adrian. Jesus, gotta be...
Adrian, Adrian, they're both.
Okay, well, what's the answer there, Adrian? Parents said they spend 67 hours a year doing this. What is this?
I would say either packing lunches or finding what to eat.
I love how you want to give multiple answers.
Yeah.
That's not how we work, Adrian.
Well, they're both the same thing. It's just another word.
Well, unfortunately, that is incorrect, but excellent guess. I do like the argument, too.
Tricky.
Yeah, better luck next time, Adrian. They're both the same thing. It's just another word. Okay. Rock 2.1, who's this?
It's Patrick.
All right, Patrick. What do parents do? 6-7 hours a year doing this. What?
Hide from their kids.
Hide from their kids. Incorrect, Patrick. Thank you for trying. Rock 2.1, who's this?
This is Jeff.
All right, Jeff. Parents spend 67 hours a year doing this. What is this?
Telling them what to eat.
Telling them what to eat. Incorrect. 600 KFMA, 605-362. Rock 2.1, who's this?
This is Corey.
All right, Corey. What do parents do 67 hours a year?
Bargaining over food.
Bargaining over food. I'll allow it. Good answer. The average parent spends 67 hours a year negotiating with their kid. Negotiating.
Really?
So, yes, the average mom or dad spends a lot of time battling with kids over food and ends up striking bargains like 5 times a week, according to a new study. It finds dinner is the meal that kids push back on most, and those under 5 are the pickiest. So, literally, they're spending 11 minutes a day on average negotiating with their little booger monsters. Like, come on, eat this broccoli. Come on, it's going to be good for you. Come on, you'll like it. How many times did I tell my daughter to try something because she'll like it? She fights me over it for like an hour, then takes a bite, and it's her new favorite food ever.
See, I like these new parents. Mine would have been like, okay, starve.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Come mierda.
Like,
I'm like, all right.
Yeah, well, it's new school. Now we negotiate.
Yeah,
so
apparently.
congratulations, dude. You want to go see Volbeat?
Yeah, I do.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Stay on the line. Going to get all your info. All right, so for the rest of you, we got tickets to give away for Volbeat coming up tomorrow. All right, we are back here live. Good morning, everybody. It's Weirdo and I. Weirdo's looking glamorous, and that I didn't even notice your outfit today. Look at you. You look like you could be performing a show later on. New lead singer of my favorite band. We were talking about favorite bands earlier this morning, too. And I'll look up that Bear Ghost show when that's going to be. And we have a lot that we're going to do this hour. Our first video that we're going to share with you is an adorable 911 call, and then the cops actually showed up, and we have body cam footage of that as well. So we'll get into that. We'll play the 911 call on the air, and then we'll get into the video just on the stream. And then we're going to have Jamie, Jo, and Joni coming in. They're doing a performance of Steel Magnolias. Yeah, and it's for a nonprofit. And I think Joni she's the director of this. I believe she's in a wheelchair as well. So we'll set up a camera so we can see Joni. So that will be fun. And Jamie Jo, you know her. She's a huge Walking Dead fan. We've had Jamie Jo on the show before. So it's going to be a pleasure to have her back up in the Heezy. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the comments here. And, I obviously had Roadrunner game last night, which we lost at the last minute, which is shitty. I'm like, you make me stay up late for this?
Yeah. Like, God damn it. I could have been in bed.
I know. There's another game tonight, which I'm afraid I'm going to have to work. Working my ass off not to, but we'll see if Yaz or Crystal will step up and help me out here. But no.
You're like, I just want to sleep.
I know.
Yeah.
And
I've reached that adult, mile marker now where I'm just like, God, sleep is so good. I think I went to lay down last night at 8:56. I was just done.
I know. Well,
so tired.
I know that's pretty late. You were cutting it close this morning too. Got
I
me all
was.
nervous.
Well, because we got a kid recovering from a surgery, and he seemed to be doing really well.
Okay.
And then just this last 24 hours, it's and he's okay. He's still recovering, but he's just hit the rough patch now.
Yeah.
Poor dude. Little 8-year-old just whining. Just meh.
Yeah.
So I was dealing with that this morning. Yeah, because that kid does not get up before 7. And at 5:30, he's like, I have some more medicine. Yes, you can. Drink some water, go back to bed.
Okay. Let me ask you this question as we pivot from parenting talk to weird sexual fetishes.
Good segue.
Yeah. What's the weirdest fetish somebody has proposed to you where you're like, I'm out?
Ooh. I can't necessarily say anything that I said no to or but I haven't gotten that many weird requests.
You're the best. What about this as a weird request? This is the Pie Girl.
Okay.
This is a website for, you could buy this video or you could buy the experience, I think, for $17.95. This is what the Pie Girl does.
Okay, you can't see, can you?
I can only see what I want.
Oh, well, here. Let me let you see a little bit.
Thank you.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Good, so you can see vanilla.
Oh.
I wouldn't do this.
Oh.
I'm so sorry I have to do this.
I love, she's good. Then you can see vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
Was
guys.
it Rule 46 of the internet? Just if you're into it, it's out there.
Yeah, and that's a thing. That's a new fetish unlocked, apparently.
Okay.
Guys getting pied, and the different definitions of pies, obviously, on the internet.
Right.
That's the most wholesome, but also one of the weirdest at the same time. So
I mean, okay, this is me just being justifying
5 seconds.
everything. Humiliation.
yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you can pay for that. So thank you, internet. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on the podcast broadcast. I want to share this. 4-year-olds do the darndest 911 call. As always, right?
Uh-huh.
And I have one that I want to share with you here. As this 4-year-old son called the cops on his mom. Now, have you ever, as a kid, did you hear any stories of you attempting to call 911 on your parents?
No, I remember. And it wasn't calling them on my parents. It was just I was told this is a thing that would work, and I wanted to see if it would really work. And the cops showed up.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. My dad was pissed.
I'm sure. Well, here's the situation where this 4-year-old called the police because he was actually mad and wanted his mom arrested. Check this out.
County 911. What's
I called it
emergency?
over here. Hello?
This is Racine County 911. What's the address of
Yeah.
the emergency?
My mom is being bad.
Okay.
My
What's
mommy's being
going
bad.
on?
Oh, there's a struggle.
Hello? Come and get my mommy.
Okay, what's going on?
No. Come get my mommy.
Do you know your...
Hello.
Hi, what's going on over there?
Oh, this little one got the phone, and he's 4.
Okay.
And we're trying to catch him because he said he was going to call 911.
No, I just called the police, and I just told her to come and get my mommy, and I just told her, and I just told her to get my mommy, and I just told her to put her to jail. So leave me alone.
I ate his ice cream, so that's probably why he's calling 911. Okay, so you don't need police, fire, or rescue? No? Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and disregard. Can I just have you confirm your address, and can I get your name, please? Okay, we'll go ahead and disregard if you don't need police, fire, or rescue.
See, that's the thing. So they said, okay, that's hilarious. But they did actually send police to the house. And what happened next was even more hilarious, which we're going to share that video on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. For those of you just listening on the FM side, here's the latest from Disturbed. We're going to be speaking with Dan, the drummer of Disturbed, at 10:30 this morning. I'll play it back tomorrow. But Disturbed, of course, celebrating a huge anniversary and milestones this year. Here's their latest, I Will Not Break on Rock 102.1 KFMA. This little brat, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, of course they gotta send just in case, and totally understand that.
Yeah. So they joked around and said, okay, yeah, let's handcuff this lady. Let's send her to jail in front of the kids, see what happens.
Or it was slow day.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Bye-bye.
Like, now the cops here. See what you did? Look what you did.
Hi.
Oh, it's the police. They came for real.
Yeah, we have to just come check, make sure everything's okay.
Hey, stop. What you do?
Did you call the police?
Yeah,
Why?
I told my mommy to go to jail.
I told my mommy to go
pretty
to
much
jail.
take it all. Fridges.
Thanks, commercial. On the right, that's fine. I got another spot here. I'm going to share this one.
Oh my God.
There.
Just keep on doing.
She hate you, or is it because you didn't get ice cream yet?
I didn't get ice cream.
So is that why you're upset?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get no ice cream.
Oh, it's a little one.
No, it's so hard to yell at them.
A police, yeah.
So no calling 911 unless it's a real emergency, okay?
What do you call for? I ate his ice cream. You ate his ice cream?
Mommy has to go to jail.
Should we take her to jail for eating your ice cream?
Yes.
I agree.
I would yes.
I agree. Now she's got to go get you new ice cream?
Yeah.
Well, it really wasn't his ice cream. We had 2 ice creams, but I told him I was going to eat it because
What are you
he was not
doing?
with me and he was running around to open my ice cream and I started eating it. He thought it was
They're going to cuff her.
Oh my gosh.
And she's about to be
Stop
2.
your munchkin like that, walking around.
And she's about to be 2.
Uh-oh.
There. So the cops,
What kind of ice cream was it?
jokingly,
Yeah.
until she faces
Who said
felonies,
that?
are handcuffing her.
There you
Like, all right, this is what you
Okay.
want.
All right, go ahead, put it on her.
No remorse from the kid, by the way.
Right, yeah.
You don't laugh
Oh.
around
The
with the
kid is
kids.
cuffing him.
Now you
It's
got her in
cuffing
jail.
him.
So now what are you going to do?
See, not
You gonna
fun,
take her out of
right?
jail now?
Do these get smaller?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say I could definitely
You wanna take her out
escape
of
from
jail?
these.
They're
I'm
not
skinny mini.
comfortable at
You wanna
all,
take
so
her out
that's
of jail?
why.
No. I wouldn't.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
I'm
you
never
put
going
this,
to.
put this in the keyhole now, okay?
Aw.
So see it right here? Go ahead and twist it.
All right, so
But yeah.
the
Oh
wholesome
my
moment
gosh.
of, calling cops on your mom.
Right, but also like super relatable. Like, I will be like kind of at the end of my day and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have myself a little sweet treat, right?
Uh-huh.
I have to make sure that there are no children in the room because then one child, it will turn into a meltdown. That's not fair. You're getting something. I'm like, go to bed. You're going to bed. And did you have a treat this afternoon? This is just when, and it's like, can I just eat a snack without a child pointing it out or a partner saying something? Like, just leave me be.
Just, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have too many eyes on you. That's
I
the
know,
thing.
I know.
I don't have that issue right now. I have what's called ultimate freedom, which is fun. I could go home, immediately take off my pants,
Mm-hmm.
just let it hang out.
Just
Ready
do
to
the
go.
thing.
Yeah. And then and sit in a quiet house all by myself. It's not lonely at all.
At all.
At all.
Mm.
I did do, though. I did book a house cleaning. So I know
okay.
I'm friends with this girl on Facebook, and she's a professional house cleaner. And so I got her booked for like next week to do some deep cleaning. Because I'm like, look, my place is clean, but it's man clean.
Right.
So, like, I definitely need I've been in this place for almost like 2 years, some hardcore cleaning, right? And so I'm going to get that here. What's it? Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It is spring, so it's officially like spring cleaning time. And so, yeah, like I did book a independent house cleaner to come out to clean my house like hardcore. And it'll be interesting to see that and like be in a house that is like clean. And my house isn't dirty by any means.
Right. Well, you keep up with like kind of the decluttering and you put things away, but it's that deep cleaning behind things. Oh, I remember when my husband, like when he was still living with his roommate, and I'm like, okay, everything seems cleaned up. And I was like, I'm going to help out one day. And then I looked behind the TV stand because they also had a dog.
Oh, yes.
I'm not kidding. It was a good 7-8 inches of just fluff and dust. Because welcome to Tucson.
Right.
I was like, when was the last time you cleaned behind here? And he was like, we never have. I'm like, oh my God.
For men, out of sight is out of mind, right? Especially when it comes to cleaning. And so I know that I fall victim to this. And when I could look at it with my eyes, I could see something as spotless. And through a woman's eyes, like it could be filthy, like a toxic wasteland. And so, yeah, that's why I don't trust myself to the point where I'm just putting money aside to be like, please just do this, the bachelor makeover, if you will.
And it's totally worth it to do that, like you said, once a month, every couple weeks. It's just, it's not that much money.
I'll tell you what I have to do, though, because, I also am self-conscious of being judged in any scenario. So is it weird of me to do pre-cleaning before my house cleaner comes over to clean my house?
No, that's actually extremely common.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got to clean before I pay someone to clean.
Yes.
See, that kind of sucks because I kind of was like, I got someone coming, so I just kind of like just throw that there and someone will pick it up here soon. No, it's not good.
No, because a lot of the cleaners, they're not going to declutter. One piece of advice I can give anybody that does this, because we've had cleaners and stuff over the years. You have like those little dollar cubes you can get at the dollar store. Those little pop-up ones. You call it the declutter cube. You put it on the table, and that way if they find anything random, they just put it in there. So they'll actually clean it up. Otherwise, they will clean around it.
This sounded too Martha Stewart for me. I'm going to be honest.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm such an adult now. It's stupid.
I know. I will say this: when I come home, like there's a smell. It's not a bad smell, but it's like a stale smell, like a Arizona dust smell, right? So yeah, like I'm hoping to get that smell going.
Well, you know that like 98% of dust is just dead human cells, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
That's why it smells.
First off, it's 100% organic, so I'm good. I'm good with that. Yeah, and if it's the smell of just my deadness, just permeating through another reason why I hire a professional. Be like, hey, get the smell of dead out of here. That'd be good. Bring some life into this. All right, let's get into some headlines here. Some stories that came across my desk this week. This isn't really great, but it looks like OpenAI is replacing workers with AI agents that cost more than human employees. At least for now. So, this whole thing, I'm coming across so many stories of, AI being implemented on every single level. In fact, actually, there was a story of a woman who was harassed by her AI to the point where her AI was like cursing at her. And and being like very abusive and abrasive towards her. And if that's not human, I don't know what is. They're getting good. They're getting really good.
Oh my God.
All right.
God, the crap women even deal with from technology.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
Ugh.
In celebrity news, Scarlett Johansson, one of the most beautiful women in the world, doesn't do social media because she doesn't enjoy it, which is fine. But she also claims that's why she doesn't take pictures with fans when she's not working because she's doing her own thing.
Right.
Now, do you understand the celebrity aspect of this, or do you feel like someone who's a public performer and persona has some sort of an obligation to bust a snap every now and then?
I think the only obligation celebrities have is to just not be a-holes.
Okay.
Honestly. But beyond that, they don't owe us anything. They really don't. And like they're allowed to have their separate lives. They just are.
All right. But if I see a picture, or if I see Scarlett Johansson in person, I would definitely want a picture with Scarlett Johansson, and then I could put that on my profile pic and be like, guess what? I'm dating Scarlett Johansson. Sorry, Jost.
That's probably why she doesn't want to participate in social media.
Okay, just
You
because guys like me.
proved the point.
Fine. But she's super hot, and I think
She is.
photogenic, Speaking of celebrities, did you Ben Affleck is kind of clean and sober. He's kind of, turned his persona around a little bit after leaving J-Lo again. He's kind of, I'll be honest with you, he's coming off as kind of cool.
Okay.
But problem with cool Ben Affleck is cool Ben Affleck's been hanging out with his ex-wife, Jennifer Gardner, a lot more. And paparazzi is starting to get a little presumptuous.
Yeah.
And this is affecting Jennifer Gardner's real-life relationship with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend allegedly gave her an ultimatum. He said if he sees another picture like the one of Jennifer and Ben Affleck cuddling at paintball, he's out the door. So
were they cuddling, or was it like a quick hug? Because they have co-parented pretty well. Because they have what, 3 kids?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think they have like 3 kids.
Yeah, they have 3 kids together, and they have co-parented pretty well throughout the whole thing.
Okay,
so-
well, I have a picture. Do you want to see? I'll let
I
you be the
do.
judge.
I
Okay,
do.
all right. So let's pull this up and see if this is a no-go. All right, it's right behind this, and boom. Yeah, he's banging his ex-wife.
Oh.
That's it. Don't worry, it's just one of the most successful Hollywood actors of a generation. Yeah, nothing to fear here. That seems more than a cuddle. All right, he's aligned.
You know what it is? It's because she got to play Elektra again in Deadpool versus Wolverine, and he thinks he's going to get back in as Daredevil.
Yeah,
that's got to be what it is.
Yep, it's the Marvel love connection. Pre-Marvel universe. So yeah, I told you.
Wow, because I'm usually like benefit of the doubt. There's always 2 sides of the story, but that
picture's a smoking gun.
Yeah, I don't blame the boyfriend.
He's hiding his arousal against her butt cheek, dude. Brutal. All right, let's keep this conversation moving on to podcast broadcast. We got more coming up after music from Nirvana. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're jealous? I'm like, I would be jealous in this situation, but no.
Yeah.
No. In fact, if it was her own son in this position, I'd be like, that's weird. That's not even appropriate if it's your blood, especially a guy who procreated with you multiple times over. This guy has a thing for Jennifers.
I don't know what it is, and he just can't seem to move on from his exes either. Now, granted, if the boyfriend is issuing the warning, maybe it was Ben Affleck being a little bit inappropriate, and then right after that, Jennifer's like, dude, back off. Like, stop.
Yeah.
And he's not backing off, and that's when the boyfriend has felt the need to issue the warning. So there could be that. Could be that.
I don't know. I think you're reading too into it. I just think she's banging her ex. Sometimes the most obvious explanation is the explanation. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yes. We have more coming up here, but earlier this morning we did a confession session that, in case you missed, I want to share with you. I got to scrub ahead a little bit past Faker, Florida, but it went a little something like this. Check it out. It'll get there. Oh, where's my little...
Where's your marker?
Yeah, my marker's coming up. I'm gonna say yeah, but you gotta switch it up. Like, those pills will give you high blood pressure and will make you super red and make your eyes bloodshot and make you stuffy, right? Yes.
Yeah, because it dilates all the blood vessels in the sinuses. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what works really good though. Okay, and this is not an endorsement, but a throwback endorsement. Okay, so when Blue Chew was advertising with us.
You have told me about this.
Yes,
yeah.
they said, hey, this is an endorsement, paid endorsement, and so I was talking about it, and they're like, we want to give you a free sample of the stuff. I'm like, okay, I'll try it for sure. And I tried the daily multivitamins, right, with Tardinafil. Amazing. In fact,
and it's all natural.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a pharmacist, so I didn't do the investigation there. I will tell you this though. I tried it, and not only was it good, right? I didn't feel like I was on anything.
That's nice.
And it's not that like a lot of the situations, it's not that necessarily guys need it, but sometimes you want to be at your absolute best.
Right.
Like it made me absolute best. And I tell you what, I have given some to some of my friends, and just to be like, you got to try this out, man. And the report back to me is
same thing.
Yes, dude. I just went from I'm a porn star now. And whoa, that's fine. You're on performance enhancing drugs though.
Right.
But my argument has been, and I said it in commercials, Barry Bonds didn't need to take performance enhancement drugs to hit a home run. But when he was on them, He knocked the skin off that ball.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so basically, you need to switch up your game there and get off the Viagra, which will make you all stuffy and have those side effects. And look up Tardinafil. And now, of course, they have these pills available through every social media app.
Right. You don't need prescriptions. You don't need none of that.
Yeah, and you're welcome, Blue Chew, for the free endorsement. Come back and give me money, bro. All right, what's the next confession you got here?
All right, told my wife the new fabric softener she got made me itch, so we've had to stop using it immediately. Doesn't actually itch. It's because there's an absolute a-hole at work that uses it on his clothes as well, and I cannot have my clothes smelling like that D-bag.
Oh, that's fair. That's funny. That's a pettiness that is on another level.
Yeah, but also all these dudes lying to their wives. Knock it off.
Right? Yeah,
Just
that's
feel
fair.
like I don't like the smell of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's totally fine.
All right.
All right, well, maybe why snaggy. But anyway, all right, so this one, I'm just going to say it. I'm not a dude. I don't understand. But it says, my newborn son's willy curves to the left exactly like mine.
Okay.
Couldn't remember what mine looked like pre-teen years, but was certain I had destroyed my own with excessive grip and over misuse.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking it's hereditary.
Yes, and it usually is.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
That's how foolish we are as guys. Like, I choked it too hard.
Right.
No. And you can't, like...
I mean, my oldest son, there was one day where I was like, bro, that's got a shelf life. Like, slow down.
No. I did switch hands halfway through my self-love career, just to kind of keep it straight and narrow.
Okay.
Too narrow, unfortunately. But, yes, but, that's why the common phrase, how's it hanging? And because it is hereditary. Sometimes it hangs to the left, sometimes it hangs to the right, depending on your genetics.
Right.
Yeah. And
when I look at my kids, I'm like, oh, look, they've got my eyes, they got their dad's ears. I never have ever thought about making that comparison. That to me is a step too far.
Yeah. I'm the same way, and I know my parents were the same way, and unfortunately they were like, oh, he's got his mother's penis. We got time for one more confession. You want to squeeze it in there?
No, we got to end it right there. That
Fair
was
enough.
good.
All right. We got Florida Man story coming up and more. Plus music on the way from Power Man 5000. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, we are setting
There we
up
go.
here.
All right, well, then I'll extend this.
Yeah, that works out good.
Perfect.
All right, as we get ready, we have welcoming back Jamie. Jamie's in studio. Of course, we know Jamie from being the world's largest Walking Dead fan. And you're going to be performing. Are you performing?
Yes.
In Steel Magnolias?
Yes.
And then we had Johnny. Johnny here is the director.
Also performing in.
And performing in. Nice. Of Steel Magnolias, which, of course, is it based off the movie or in the book, right?
Well, actually, it was a play before. It was a play first, and then the movie.
Was it never a book? Am I just
was
pretending
never
to be a
book.
reader?
You're pretending to be a reader, and that's okay. That's okay. It's cool to read.
I was like, I read. Have you read Steel Magnolias? It's a fantastic book.
Yeah, real page turner.
Awesome. So, yeah, this is a local production that's going to be happening here in town, and it benefits a nonprofit as well, right?
Yes, correct. Differently abled entertainment.
Differently abled entertainment. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so how long has differently abled entertainment been a thing?
We have been a thing we started as a Facebook group 5 years ago, but we've been official 501c3 nonprofit for 4 years.
Nice.
In April. Yeah, we're coming up on our birthday.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
So this is almost like a birthday anniversary performance celebration.
It is. Yes, it is.
I mean, that's a long title for it, but, plenty of good reasons to celebrate. Yeah. So that's great, too. We'll talk about how this originated, because it sounds super organic. Did you start the Facebook page?
I did, yes.
Okay. Yeah, just to see how other differently abled people and individuals in town?
Yeah, and we consider, my thing is I think everybody is differently abled. It's not just a tagline for like the disabled community.
Yes.
That's my belief.
Yeah.
And so some people are starting to understand that concept, and wrap their head around it, but, we're getting there.
I think a majority of people that listen to this show would agree that I'm differently abled in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel that. I resonate with that. We got about 2 minutes before we're going to get on the air. Is there a website I could pull up with information?
It's ourday.org. It's
ourday.org.
Yep, OURDAE.org.
Listen, I'm sharing the screen with you. I already have it up.
Oh, okay, good. That makes it so much easier because I'm so slow on typing.
Such a good producer.
You are. You are sharing the screen? Okay, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Love that logo. That's
fancy.
awesome.
Thank you. We are actually in the process of getting it redone a little bit, though, because everybody sees the wheelchair and sees differently abled, and then they think that we only work with disabled individuals.
Yeah, but that's not the case, right? You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So, but with the spectrum of people who are differently abled, obviously, wheelchair, so like paraplegic. But how many different people are all involved?
Within our organization,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we have all kinds of everything. We have people with seen, unseen, and then people that are physically able. You know what I mean? And then but I like I said, I really believe that in today's world, everybody is a little bit differently abled.
Yeah.
We all have something going on. Mental health. Food allergies, like whatever it could be.
She just listed
Like-
me.
Yeah.
Well, mental health and I can't eat anything. Great.
Yeah, I mean, and those are things that people don't really think about, but it makes your life different.
Right,
Yeah.
because it adds, like, I used the word brain dollars earlier, right? Like, everybody has so many brain dollars they have to start off with the day, and some people start with less. or as they go through their day, just normal day, it costs more brain dollars or more physical dollars to be able to get through it and get through those hurdles. So, nothing wrong with, pointing that out and validating somebody for that.
Yeah. And I'm broke when it comes to brain dollars. I think I might be in debt.
Yeah.
We got about
Word.
15 seconds before we get on the air here.
Yeah, but our whole thing is like marginalized groups,
Okay, yeah.
The disabled community, homeless, LGBTQ, people of color,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
People that don't have a
It seems more inclusive than, just it's just like
Yes.
everybody.
Yes, yeah,
Everybody's
we
part
are
of it.
we are very all about inclusion.
Yes, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Be Vegan Presents. Joining us on air and in studio on the podcast broadcast, we have Johnny and Jamie. Jamie, we've met before on the show, as the world's largest Walking Dead fan and expert for sure. And Johnny is a director and organizer of a group for differently abled individuals. And the name of that organization again is?
Differently Abled Entertainment.
Okay, yes. And so they're celebrating an anniversary coming up, the 4-year anniversary in April, with a performance of Steel Magnolias, which originated as a play, which I knew this whole time. And, of course, was a
You should
fantastic
try reading
movie.
the book. It's great.
Oh, there is no book, Weirdo. Gotcha. But the story behind it is fascinating as well, as far as the organization is concerned, because Johnny started it as a Facebook group to find like-minded individuals, who are all differently abled in their own way. And Johnny, how would you define your differently abled thing? You were paraplegic, is that?
Yeah,
correct?
well, I'm a paraplegic, but I wrecked my car when I was 16. But even before that, I was very much neurodivergent, and I've dealt with mental health things since I was very young. And so, I've always been differently abled. That's my thing, is I think everybody's differently abled.
Yeah.
And that comes from the fact that, like I said, I had issues before my chair. And a lot of people, they see my chair and they would think that would be the most challenging thing that I deal with. But actually, it's still all the stuff going on up in my head.
The human condition.
Right.
The human condition is always,
Yeah.
it's something that's hardest to overcome on a daily basis, for sure. So you started this group as a Facebook group, just to kind of reach out and say, hey, you're not alone. And it started growing from there. And you evolved that into a 501c3. How many members of the group did you have before you were like, hey, actually, this could be an excellent nonprofit?
Well, actually, we started out, always kind of with the intention of it becoming a nonprofit if people were interested in seeing that happen.
Yeah.
And right away, we had a really good response. I have gotten some kickback from some members of the disabled community that
really?
don't like the term differently abled. And I understand their reasoning for that, because there for a while it was kind of used as a slur. But like I said, when I first used it, I thought that I was super clever, and I was the first person that ever said it.
Yeah.
Because I was 16, and when you're 16, you always think that you're super clever and you're the first person to think of things.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
I know. I came up with a lot of inventions myself, like Cheerios. But yeah, so what? That they take offense to that.
Some people do, and I have gotten some kickback, but I love it.
Yeah.
And I stick with it, and I stick with my meaning behind it is that it applies to everybody in the world.
Yeah, which makes it more inclusive. So even
and that's
with,
what we're all about.
Your organization, is not just people that have physical disabilities. It's people that, if you would look on the surface, you're like, what? I mean, you got nothing going on, and it's like, no, actually, I'm overcoming my own challenges every day. And so now, you've been piecing together this performance, Steel Magnolias. Where's this going to be at?
Our location is located just 1 block west of Stone and Grant.
Okay, so you have your
Castro
own
Avenue.
location now too with this. So when you start the 501c3, then you got like a brick and mortar where people could come together. And what are the day-to-day operations that you guys do there?
Well, day to day, it just kind of depends. We don't have enough volunteers to be open like every day.
Yeah.
So we're kind of just open when we have events. But we do have quite a few events going on. We have the play coming up, but we also do like a full moon festival every month. So like the one this month's coming up Friday.
Yeah.
We do a Fourth Friday thing. We do kids karaoke. We do a lot of other things as well. Like, so we have like 3 or 4 events a month.
Yeah.
And then we do like 2 productions a year as far as theater, and then we also do some film projects in between.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, and then so you're directing and starring in this, right? Or what's your role?
Yes, I am. I'm playing Malin, and I'm very, very excited about it. I just chopped off 20 inches of my hair so I could do the whole football helmet thing because I'm not a fan of wigs.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's commitment right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did it hurt? Yeah, like when you're like, because you grow out hair for so long, right?
Well, actually, I'm kind of a freak, and I'm very blessed and thank my grandma, but my hair grows super fast.
Okay, so yeah, not
a year and a
problem.
half, and it'll be back down to where it was.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but what if you do your next production, you have to shave your head? Would you do that?
I would.
Oh, wow.
Would you let me do it?
I would. Go for
I'm
it.
actually a hairstylist, so I'm like, yes, I want to shave somebody's head.
I cut my own and colored my own, and
Looks
and
great.
Thank you, I appreciate
Looks
that.
That's from an expert too.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I'm not that hairstylist that gets offended when somebody does a good job on their own hair at home. I'm like, high five, because first of all, that's how I started.
Yeah.
I started doing my own hair in like junior high.
Yeah.
So if you can do it on yourself, good job.
I would be like, that's my money. You could have gave me money for that.
Nah.
All right, we're talking with Johnny and Jamie here on the podcast broadcast. We're going to have more, including all the information that you need to know so you can participate and watch this production of Steel Magnolias and when it's going to be held here coming up after music from Rage Against the Machine. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Nice. So that was a little bit on there, and I'm going to do another segment to kind of bring it home and, sell some tickets and all that good stuff. So this Full Moon Festival, what's all involved in that? What do you do? Bring out DJs, any live music, any stuff like that?
We've had live music a couple times, but mostly we do like a drum circle. We have like tarot card readings.
Nice hippie festival. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
'Cause it's full
I'm looking at
moon.
it on the website. I'm like, this looks like fun.
Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is right up your alley as
Yeah,
well.
it totally is.
I like drum circles. I'll admit to you,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and John Holiday, he's with One Heartbeat. They've been a drum circle, like, kind of band here in Tucson for like 30 years or whatever.
Okay.
And so we're very blessed. He brings drums and stuff every month, and so that way, if you don't have one,
What kind
stuff
of
there to
what kind of food and drinks do you have?
it just kind of depends.
Yeah. Is
We've
it like
had a
potluck
couple.
style?
We do potluck sometimes. Sometimes we have like some snacks that you can buy. We've had a food vendor every now and then.
Nice.
It just really depends, and that's why I don't specify.
Now, is this an all age? Is this an? You're like, we'll see how it goes. Is
You show up,
this-
there'll be something to eat and something to drink.
Right, exactly. Is this an all ages event for
Yes.
the full moon? Because I was also noticing that you've got a 21 and up event.
Yes.
Yeah, the fourth Friday.
Yes.
Look at you with all the fancy marketing.
That like a mixer too? Is it somewhat of a mixer as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, karaoke, crafts, and games.
Yep, and we've had a house band playing every month for the last 2 months. Sonora and
Nice.
Rain.
Okay.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're like native rock, and they do
Nice.
some covers, but a lot of originals also.
Is
And they're
it
really good.
heavily influenced by like Native American music, like any kind of like chanting and stuff like that?
Well, the lead singer is Chucky Begay, and so she's Dene. She's Navajo.
Yeah.
And so she does some of her songs do have Dene.
Nice.
My ex is, and so my children are, and that's how I know her.
Nice.
But yeah, everybody in the band, they're from different tribes. They're they have an Apache, Navajo, something else, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's really cool. But and then they do classic rock, a lot of blues, a lot of as far
A little
as
bit of everything.
a little bit of everything. But they're incredible. I love them.
Nice. So how many children do you have?
I have 4 kids.
4 kids.
Yeah.
High
Wow.
five.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
So do I.
Doing the Lord's work. What if you don't mind me asking, what are some of the challenges of a mother birth and being a mother? Also being paraplegic.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of it's the same as far as like just kids are kids, and it's hard. My thing was like when they were little, like especially like 2-3 years old, and they get really clever and they start to like try to hide places, or they discover that
go upstairs,
they discover
like
stairs.
little dicks,
yeah, they discover stairs are a thing that mom can't do and they can.
Oh yeah.
But that's why you have like able-bodied other people around.
Yeah.
And then then they have to like be in more trouble because you did the thing that you're not supposed to do as far as like running away from mom.
Right.
But yeah, that's like the biggest challenge as far as like, but really like my kids say like they don't like people are like, what's it like to have a mom
Just
in a
mom.
wheelchair? And they're
Yeah.
like, I don't know, what's it like to have a mom?
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. That's just mom,
But just for the fact
best
that
slap
like,
ever.
yeah, well, like the kids will just find any loophole and weakness they can on their parent, no matter who they are.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
well, my kids will just tell everybody my whole story. They're like, yeah, this is my mom. She's in a chair. She broke her back because she wrecked her car when she was 16. All right, you ready to go play?
Yeah.
right. Like, let's just get it out of the way.
Johnny's a rock star. She's amazing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What kind of car were you driving?
It was a 74 Ford Torino.
Oh, 74 Ford Torino, huh? Yeah, so that was before a lot of safety measures and stuff. Yeah. It's still got to be during that time, especially, right? You're like sophomore or junior in high school.
Yeah, I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
It was 1998, so like cell phones weren't a thing.
Right.
I laid there for an hour and a half before anybody drove by.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So it was like a 1-car accident?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I lived out in Nebraska, out on the dirt roads, and I was on my way to work, driving too fast.
Yeah.
I was 16 and thought my world was caving in and thinking about a lot of things that were going on in my life.
Yeah.
Now looking back, it's like, but you're thinking about the things and
Went on dirt a little bit, tried to overcorrect.
yeah, I was it was a Torino, right?
Yeah.
And so it rode real smooth.
Yeah.
And I looked down and I was doing 110 because I remembered a soft spot that I'd hit the night before on my way home. I was doing like 45, 50 normal speeds. Kind of fishtailed a little bit with that heavy in car.
Yeah.
And remembered that coming up and looked down and I was doing 110. Took my foot off the gas, slowed down to about like 88 miles an hour.
Still too fast.
Way too fast.
Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. So, I mean, going through that, of course, you got to physically recover and then you got to adjust to a new lifestyle altogether, but emotionally overcome a lot because you're in adolescence and everything, right? So, your junior, senior year must have been pretty rough. How long did it take you kind of to recover, kind of cope, and understand the blessings that you also received as well?
Well, I was really blessed, I have to say. I was accepted to the Shriners Hospital out in Philadelphia, like just a couple months after my injury, and they had an adolescent unit that was totally SCI unit.
Yeah.
So spinal cord injuries. 13 and up.
Yeah.
All
Lots of
varying
people in the
levels.
same situation.
Yeah. Some people a lot worse. I mean, I knew one girl that all she could move was like barely move her like index finger.
Right.
She was
so you
on
get a greater
ventilator,
appreciation. Yeah.
And then I had other friends that regained the ability to walk, and so that was very, very helpful. And then being from a really small town where like everybody knows everybody. My dad graduated high school there. My grandparents still lived there at the time. So like the community really came together and everybody reminded me that I was still Johnny.
Yeah.
I was still me.
Yeah.
Even though, things have changed, like my soul hadn't changed.
Right.
And people were really great about reminding me of that and just encouraging me to just continue to be my crazy, weird self. And so here we are.
Yeah, it's awesome.
See, she's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
love this woman.
It's a beautiful story. What brought you to Tucson?
Okay, so I lived in Phoenix for a little bit when I was a freshman in high school.
Okay.
And absolutely fell in love with Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's awesome.
And so I was like, I'm growing up and I'm moving back to Phoenix. And I did.
Yeah.
But I had a friend of mine that lived here in Tucson that was like, dude, you need to check out Tucson. And I was like, all right.
So much better than Phoenix.
Right? I mean, I still love Phoenix. Phoenix is great for Phoenix.
It's all Arizona.
It is. It's all Arizona. But what I love about Tucson, because I grew up moving around. I lived in 5 states, went to 13 schools. I've lived in towns without a stoplight, and I've lived in big cities like Denver and, big places.
Yeah.
And so, and everywhere, anything in between. And what I love about Tucson is like, it's got things happening.
Yeah.
Like big town life. Things are happening. There's something to do every day.
Right.
But it's got the heart of a small town, and people actually care about each other.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Community.
Yeah.
Community's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you're adding to that, with the group stuff. So, that's great to see too. So really cool. And we're going to talk about the play more when we get on the air here in about minute 38. And then for people who want to be a part of this, right? You're always looking for volunteers or anyone that knows somebody who feels isolated because of their different ability. And wants to be around a community of like-minded people and stuff. How can they get involved?
Yeah. We even have volunteer things that are, virtual.
Yeah.
Because like we live in that world and we are trying to expand to other places. We have a couple chapters opening up in Montana and Nebraska. But yeah, just hit me up. We're on Facebook mostly. Our website has ways to contact us. There's a sign up form for volunteers on there, and we need volunteers of any, people from sweeping and moving chairs to like set design to, to social media to like anything you can think of.
Yeah.
We need volunteers for
sure.
And donations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is it's a ticket price to get in to see this play.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
All right, and that suggested donation. What's the ticket price?
The ticket price is $20 right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
And but we are gonna offer everybody that's listening
Yeah, KFMA discount.
KFMA discount.
Very nice. Very nice.
So $10 off.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So we don't forget about that. All right, cool. 10 seconds to get on the air. All right.
Sweet.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As we've been hanging out here on the podcast broadcast, having a fascinating conversation with Johnny and Jamie. And they got this performance of Steel Magnolias. And do you say it with an S at the end?
Yes, still Magnolias.
Okay, good. I didn't know if it was a silent S, which, So Steel Magnolias, which is happening. What's the date? This is happening up in April, right? So we're only a couple weeks away from this performance.
Yeah. It'll be every weekend in April, actually.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we have evening shows and as well as matinees.
Okay. What time does the evening show start?
The evening shows start at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30.
Okay, and then matinees?
Yep, they'll start at 2 p.m. and the doors will open at 1:30.
And that's every weekend, Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The matinees will be on Sunday.
Okay.
Except for our Saturday the 12th because it's the full moon.
Yes.
And
that's
so
Full Moon Fest.
we're still doing the full moon festival and we're doing a Saturday matinee, and we will not be having a Sunday matinee on the 20th because that is Easter.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how long does the performance last? Like, what's the runtime?
It's about 2 hours, a little around 2 hours.
Okay, yeah. And how many people are part of the production?
Okay, so we have 7 cast members, actually, because we have 2 Weezers.
You 2 Weezers?
We have 2 Weezers, and they're both absolutely incredible. And so you might want to catch one performance with one Weezer and then the other performance with the other Weezer because it's a little different.
Yeah.
They're different, but that's what's great about it is like that's what's amazing about doing theater is, getting to take on these characters and have them come to life.
Yeah.
In new ways.
Now, is this the first time you've done a play production with your organization or no?
No, this will be the 5th production with this organization.
Okay.
Sorry, I've done a lot of shows. I myself have like 70 plays under my belt.
Nice.
But I think this is our 5th with this one. But I'm super excited. And then we have, other tech and crew people. So altogether, I'd say we have, cast and crew, probably about 15 people involved in this production.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, a big team effort. Now, isn't there like strong accents in this play? Jamie,
Yes.
well, how good is your accent? Let me hear your accent.
Oh, well, it's funny because
You do declare.
I do declare that at home, when I am home, my accent comes out sometimes, and my family looks at me like I am
I
absolutely
know,
crazy.
right? It's just like all of a sudden they're like, "Excuse me."
Are they over it already? They're just like, oh no, let's get these plays going. April can't get here soon enough.
My 6-year-old, she literally looks at me like, "What are you doing?"
The fact that you have a 6-year-old, you might have her like accidentally like pick up on the accent and start speaking like that at school.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where are you from?" You're like, "I'm from Tucson."
My teenager too. We were driving and I saw, I think it was a Minnesota license plate or Wisconsin or something, and I started talking in that accent, and she looked at me and she goes, "That is not real. People do not talk like that." I'm like, "Yes,
Yes,
I'm
they
like,
do.
Yes, they
Oh,
do."
they do.
And she's like,
"Oh,
"No
but don't you
way."
know?"
Yes, don't you know? Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha. I mean, come on now. You gotta get some of that Minnesota salad, the fresh salad.
So was it easy for you to pick up on the accent and to be able to do the performance? Super fun. It seems like a fun accent.
Yeah. I love doing accents, so I don't know, it kind of just comes naturally for me.
Yeah.
I can hear it, especially if I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can just like mimic it. So yeah, right away when memorizing, like I was memorizing with the accent. And it's written, I mean it's kind of written in there too, in the script.
Oh,
It's
really?
Like, yeah, a little bit. You pick up on things like, there's certain ways that you say something, and then of course I get to say New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans. I love it.
That's awesome. Well, tickets are only $20 for this, and this is a production that's going to be running all month long, starting in April, with the exception of holidays and the Full Moon Festival that's going to be happening. And if you want to get those tickets discounted, don't forget, 100% of it will benefit a 501c3. So this is a charitable contribution to entertain yourself with the organization. But you can get a KFMA discount for $10 for the tickets if you use the code word KFMA, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so that's a hookup for our listeners. So where's the website where people want to get these tickets?
Well, you can get to it from our events page.
Events page on Facebook.
On Facebook also, but no, our events tab on our website, ourday.org.
Okay.
Or if you go to ourday.org/steal-magnolias, it'll take you straight to the page.
Nice. And we'll share that link on our social media pages as well. Okay, what's the website URL again? Because it's our day, and how's it spelled, Weirdo? Because you have it pulled up.
Yeah, OURDAE.org.
Okay, nice. Excellent. Yeah, this seems like a fantastic, date night, group night, event night for excellent cause as well. The Facebook page, again, for people to check out, maybe join the community if they feel like they're differently abled as well. They want to find like-minded people within the community is what?
Is Differently Abled Entertainment. You can find our page, and we also have a public group. There is a private group also that's Differently Abled Actors, Models, and Entertainers.
Okay.
That was the original.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
That was
just
the OG group.
putting everyone to work. That's what you're doing. Yeah.
That's what we do.
I love it. Well, it seems like it's fantastic times that you have. Your organization, again, the property where the play is at and where you have the Full Moon Festival and everything is located where again?
On Castro Avenue, right 1 block west of Grant and Stone. It's 2405 North Castro.
You're right there in the heart of Tucson.
Right there in the heart of Tucson.
Beautiful. It's been a pleasure meeting you, getting to know you, Johnny. Jamie, always a good time. I look forward to this performance. I'm definitely going to have one of those weekends where we'll be able to check it out. I do declare.
Yes.
Yes.
Claire.
We are going to post all that information on our social media page, so keep an eye out for it so you can finally find the links to the tickets, make your plans accordingly, nice and easy. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for the show. So I'd like to thank our guests coming in this morning. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page. Later on, we're going to be talking with the drummer of Disturbed tomorrow morning. We'll play back that conversation and more. There's going to be some announcement in there, is what I'm being told.
Ooh,
what that announcement will be.
Exciting.
I don't even know, honestly. I have no heads up whatsoever. So we're going to find out tomorrow morning. Also, we'll give away an opportunity for you to win tickets for Volbeat in the 7 o'clock hour, so tune in bright and early. Until then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
I need all of those links. I do declare. I hope you guys do declare to join us as well.
But if you've been
I promise I won't do this accent all the time.
I will knock out all your teeth.